Good morning everyone. Today we are going to begin chapter number 9, midpoint theorem and intercept theorem. So midpoint theorem says the line segment joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and equal to half of it. That means if this is a triangle ABC, D is the midpoint of AB and E is the midpoint of AC. Now this line segment DE is parallel to BC sides and DE equal to half of BC. Okay. Now there is a construction through CF through C draw CF which is parallel to BA and meeting DE produces F. Okay. Now coming to proof. Okay, so we have to prove DE parallel to BC and DE equal to half of BC. Okay, now here in triangle AED, in triangle AED and triangle CEF, AE equal to CE because E is the midpoint. Okay, then AED, this angle AED equal to angle CEF, angle AED equal to angle CEF because these are the two vertically opposite angles. Okay, then EAD, this angle EAD equal to ECF, EAD equal to ECF because AB parallel to CF by construction and AC is a transversal, then these two angles are called interior opposite angles. Sorry, alternate interior angles. Okay, so angle AED, triangle AED congruent to triangle CEF. So now we can say DE equal to EF, DE equal to EF by CPCT. Okay, and AD equal to CF also. Okay, now D is the midpoint of AB, that means AD equal to BD also. If AD equal to CF, then we can write BD equal to CF. Clear? Okay, if AD equal to BD because D is the midpoint and we have already proved that AD equal to CF. So instead of AD we can write CF, so BD equal to CF. Clear? Now DBCF is a parallelogram. How? Okay, now DBCF is a parallelogram. DBCF, this is a parallelogram because we have already proved that CF equal to DF equal to BD and also parallel. Okay, CF equal to BD and these two are parallel and equal also. Okay, so so BDCF is a parallelogram. Clear? If BDCF is a parallelogram, then opposite sides are parallel. That means DF equal to BC. Clear? Now if DF equal to BC, then DE also equal to BC. Clear? Okay, so write DE parallel to BC because DBCF is a parallelogram and opposite sides are parallel, so parallel and also equal, so DE parallel to BC and DF equal to BC. Clear? Now half of half of df equal to de, because we have already proved that de equal to ef, de equal to ef. So half of df equal to de, that is equal to half of bc. Okay, so we have proved that de parallel to bc and de also equal to half of bc. That is the midpoint theorem. The line segment joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side. If this is a triangle and these two are midpoints of these two sides, then this line segment equal to this line segment equal to half of this side and also parallel. Then theorem number 2, that is the converse of midpoint theorem. The straight line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to the other side and bisect the third side. If this is a okay, so here's the triangle ABC and D is the midpoint of AB. Okay, now if you draw a straight line, that is DE, okay, so this line segment DE, if you draw a line DE which is parallel to BC, okay, now this line bisect the third side, that means AC. This line DE bisect the third side AC, that means AE equal to EC. Clear? If ABC is a triangle and D is the midpoint of AB, now if you draw a line segment which is parallel to BC, okay, that line DE bisect the third side, that is AC. Okay, that means AE equal to EC. You have to prove that one. Okay, so there is a construction CA parallel to AB and meeting DE produce at F. Now coming to proof. Okay, by construction CF parallel to AB, okay, by construction CF parallel to AB and DE parallel to BC. If DE parallel to BC, then DF also equal to also parallel to BC. Opposite sides are parallel, that means BCDF, this is a parallelogram. Clear? Now if BCFD is a parallelogram, then opposite sides are parallel and also equals, so CF equal to BD, CF equal to BD and CF equal to AD also, because opposite sides are equal. Clear? Now in triangle AET, and triangle CEF, in triangle AET and triangle CEF, AD equal to CF because CF equal to BD and D is the midpoint, that means BD equal to AD, so you can write CF equal to AD. Clear? Then angle AED equal to CEF. These two angles are vertically opposite angles. Clear? Then angle EAD equal to angle ECF. Angle EAD equal to ECF because CF parallel to AD, AB and AC is transversal. Then these two angles are alternate interior angles. Clear? Now angle triangle AED congruent to CEF, so AE equal to EC by CPCT. Okay, if these two triangles are congruent, then AE equal to EC. Clear? If AE equal to AC, that means E is the midpoint of AC. Clear? So converse of midpoint theorem says the straight line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle. The straight line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to the other side. Okay, and this line bisect the other side. Clear? Then intercept theorem. Okay, so what is intercept? If L is a line which intersect two lines M and N. Okay, now this line segment AB is called intercept. Clear? Okay, so what is intercept theorem? If a transversal makes equal intercept, on three or more parallel lines, then any other line cutting them will also make equal intercept. That means, okay, so here L, M, N, these are the three parallel lines, and PQ is a transversal. Okay, if the transversal make equal intercept, that means AB equal to BC, then any other line cutting these three lines will also make equal intercept. That means this is a line RS. Okay, here DE is also equal to EF. DE also equal to EF. Okay, so proof of this theorem is not important, so only remember that theorem, intercept theorem. If a transversal makes equal if a transversal makes equal intercept on three or more parallel line, then any other line cutting them will also make equal intercept. Clear? Now we'll solve some question. Okay, in the adjoining figure, DEF are the midpoints of the sides AB, BC and AB, BC and CA. Okay, so these DEF are the midpoints of these sides. Then what is given? AC equal to 7.4. okay, AC equal to 7.4 centimeter, and okay, so if AC equal to 7.4, then find DA. okay, this one. And if DF equal to 4.1, DF, okay, so DF equal to 4.1, then find BC. Then if perimeter of a triangle is 21.4 centimeter, then find EF. Okay, so first bit, if AC equal to 7.4, AC is given, that is 7.4 centimeter, and we have to find out DA. Okay, so D is the midpoint of AB and E is the midpoint of BC. Okay, then this line segment DE parallel to AC, and DE equal to half of BC by midpoint theorem. Okay, by midpoint theorem, DE equal to half of AC. So half of AC is that is 1 by 2 into 7.4 centimeter, that is 3.7 centimeter. Clear? Now coming to second point. If DF equal to 4.1, wait a second. Okay, if DF equal to this one, if DF equal to 4.1, find BC. Okay, again D is the midpoint of AB and F is the midpoint of AC. Okay, so DF parallel to BC, clear, by midpoint theorem, and DF equal to half of BC. Clear? If DF equal to half of BC, then BC equal to 2 DF. Okay, and the value of DF is how much? 4.1. So 2 into 4.1, that is 8.2 centimeter. Clear? Then third bit, if perimeter of triangle is 21.4 centimeter. Okay, so perimeter is given, find EF. Okay, so you have to find out the length of EF. So for that, first we will find out the length of AB. Okay, so AC is given, that is 7.4 centimeter, and BC equal to how much? 8.2 centimeter. Okay, and perimeter is given, then we can find the length of AB. Okay, so AB equal to how much? Perimeter means AB plus AC plus BC. So perimeter is given 21.4 centimeter. We know the value of AC and BC. So AB plus 7.4 centimeter, that is the value of AC, plus 8.2, that is BC. Okay, so AB equal to how much? 21.4 minus 15.6 centimeter, that is 7.4 plus 8.2. Okay, so AB equal to 5.8 centimeter. Clear? Now if AB is 5.8 centimeter, then EF equal to how much? EF will be half of AB. EF equal to half of AB, because EF is the midpoint of AC and E is the midpoint of BC. Then this line segment EF parallel to AB and equal to half of AB by midpoint theorem. Clear? So EF equal to half of AB, that is 1 by 2 into 5.8 centimeter, equal to 2.9 centimeter. Clear? Next, in the adjoining figure, ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, so ABCD is a parallelogram in which E is the midpoint of DC. E is the midpoint of DC, and F is a point on AC. Okay, F is a point on AC, such that CF equal to 1 by 4 of AC. CF equal to 1 by 4 of AC. If EF produced, if EF produced if EF produced to meet BC in G, if EF produced to meet BC in G, prove that G is the midpoint of BC. Okay, so we have to prove that GC equal to GC equal to GB. Okay, that means we have to prove that G is the midpoint of BC sides. Okay, so here is the construction. Join BD first. Okay, now O is the midpoint of AC, because diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So O is the midpoint of AC and O is the midpoint of BD also. Clear? So if O is the midpoint of AC, that means we can write OC equal to AC. Clear? If O is the midpoint of AC, we can write OC equal to half of AC. Okay, so if OC equal to half of AC, that means AC equal to 2 OC, sorry, AC equal to 2 OC. Clear? Now it was given CF equal to 1 by 4 AC. CF equal to 1 by 4 AC, that is given in the question. CF equal to 1 by 4 AC. Then CF equal to AC equal to 4 CF. If C equal to 1 by 4 AC, then 4 CF equal to AC. This is equation 2. Okay, so in equation 1 AC equal to 2 OC, in equation 2 AC equal to 4 CF. So from equation 1 and 2 we can write 4 CF equal to 2 OC. Clear? Now CF equal to 1 by 2 OC. Okay, 4 CF equal to 2 OC, then CF equal to 2 by 4, so 2 by 4 is 1 by 2, so CF equal to 1 by 2 OC. Clear? CF equal to 1 by 2 OC, that means CF equal C that means F is the midpoint of OC. Clear? Now in triangle DCO, in triangle DCO, in triangle DCO, E is the midpoint, it is given in the question. Okay, E is the midpoint, and now we have proved that F is the midpoint of OC. Okay, now according to the midpoint theorem, EF equal to 1 by 2 of 1 by 2 of DO. EF equal to 1 by 2 of DO, and DE, EF, this one EF parallel to DO also by midpoint theorem. Okay, if, wait a second, okay, so E is the midpoint of DC, that is given in the question, and we have proved that F is the midpoint of OC. Clear? Now this line segment EF will be parallel to DO. EF parallel to DO by midpoint theorem. Okay, so if EF parallel to DO by midpoint theorem, okay, so if EF parallel to DO by midpoint theorem, then we can write FG parallel to OB. Clear? If EF parallel to DO, then FG will also parallel to OB. Clear? Now in this triangle COB, in this triangle COB, F is the midpoint of OC. F is the midpoint of OC, and we prove that FG parallel to OB. Now by converse of midpoint theorem, that is theorem number 2, by theorem number 2, the straight line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to the other side bisect the third side. Clear? That means FG, which is parallel to OB, bisect the third side, that is BC. Okay, that means G is the midpoint of BC by converse of midpoint theorem. Clear? Okay, next question. In the adjoining figure, in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, AD is the median through A, and E is the midpoint of AD. Okay, so in triangle ABC, AD is the median and E is the midpoint of AD. Okay, E is the midpoint of AD. If BE produce mid AC in F, okay, prove that AF equal to 1 by 3 of AC. AF equal to 1 by 3 of AC. Okay, so there is a construction. Draw DG parallel to BF meeting AC at G. Okay, now coming to proof. Okay, in triangle ADG, in triangle ADG, in triangle ADG, E is the midpoint that is given because A is the midpoint of AD. Okay, in triangle ADG, E is the midpoint of AD, and by construction EF parallel to DG, by construction EF parallel to DG. So by converse of midpoint theorem, by converse of midpoint theorem, F will be the midpoint of AG sides. F equal to F is the midpoint of AG. Clear? That means AF equal to FG. Clear? Now in triangle BFC, in triangle BFC, in triangle BFC, D is the midpoint of BC because AD is the median. Okay, so D is the midpoint of BC, and DG parallel to BF, by construction DG parallel to BF. Okay, so by the converse of midpoint theorem, by converse of midpoint theorem, DG, by converse of midpoint theorem, DG, this line segment DG bisect the third side, that means FC. Okay, DG bisect the third side, that is FC. So G is the midpoint of FC. Clear? So FG equal to GC. Clear? So we have already proved that AF equal to FG. Here AF equal to FG, then GC equal to FG. Clear? So now from these two equations, AF equal to FG and GC equal to FG, we can write AF equal to FG equal to GC. Clear? And AC equal to this side, AC equal to AF plus FG plus GC. Clear? AC equal to AF plus FG plus GC. Clear? So AC equal to, we can write AF plus AF instead of FG because AF equal to FG, plus instead of GC you can write AF because AF equal to GC also. Okay, so AF equal to 3AF, AC equal to 3AF, then AF equal to 1 by 3 AC. Clear? Next question. So that the quadrilateral form by the by joining the midpoints of the pairs of adjacent sides of a square is a square. Okay, so this is a so ABCD, this is a square, ABCD is a square, and PQRS, these are the midpoints of AB, BC, CD and AD respectively. Clear? Now if you join the adjacent midpoints, that means if you join the adjacent midpoints, that means RS, SP, PQ and RQ. Okay, now if you join the midpoints of if you join the adjacent midpoints, then the quadrilateral form by the midpoints PQRS is a square. We have to prove that PQRS is a square. Okay, so there is a construction, join AC and BD, join AC and BD, that means the diagonals of this square. Clear? Now we have to prove that AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to A, sorry, not this one. We have to prove that PQRS is a square. Okay, so ABCD is a if ABCD is a square, that means all sides are equal, so we can write AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to AD. Clear? And AC equal to BD also. These are the diagonals of this square ABCD. AC equal to BD. Okay, remember diagonals of the squares are diagonals of a square. Diagonals of a square. Okay, so remember diagonals of a square are equal. Okay. Now in triangle ADC, in this triangle, S is the midpoint of AD and R is the midpoint of DC. Okay. Now this line segment R is parallel to AC. S, if S is the midpoint of AD and R is the midpoint of AC, then this line segment R is parallel to AC. Clear? And also equal to half of AC. So you can write SR parallel to AC and SR equal to 1 by 2 AC by midpoint theorem. Clear? Like that, in triangle ABC, P is the midpoint of AB and Q is the midpoint of BC. Now this PQ parallel to AC, and PQ equal to 1 by 2 of AC by midpoint theorem. Clear? Okay. Now from equation 1 and 2 we can write SR parallel to PQ, because SR parallel to AC and PQ parallel to AC. Okay, so you can write SR parallel to PQ. Clear? Now, and SR equal to PQ equal to 1 by 2 AC. Okay, SR equal to 1 by 2 AC and PQ equal to 1 by 2 AC. So you can write SR equal to PQ equal to 1 by 2 AC. Clear? Okay, so we have proved that SR parallel to PQ and also equal. Clear? Now similarly we can prove that SP parallel to BD, SP parallel to BD and BD parallel to RQ. BD parallel to RQ. Okay. So SP parallel to RQ and SP equal to 1 by 2 BD and RQ equal to 1 by 2 BD by midpoint theorem. Clear? Now SR equal to PQ equal to 1 by 2 BD. Clear? Sorry, not SR, SP. SP equal to RQ equal to 1 by 2 BD. Here SP equal to RQ equal to 1 by 2 BD. Okay, so SP equal to RQ equal to 1 by 2 AC, because AC and BD are the diagonals of the square and diagonals of this of a square are equal. So instead of BD we can write AC. So SP equal to RQ equal to 1 by 2 1 by 2 AC. This is equation 4. Clear? Now from equation 3 and 4 we get, from equation 3 and 4, SR equal to PQ equal to 1 by 2 AC and SP equal to RQ equal to 1 by 2 AC. So you can write SR equal to PQ equal to SP equal to RQ. Clear? Now you have to prove that any one angle of this quadrilateral is 90 degree. Then you can prove, then you can say this is a square. Clear? So angle E of F equal to 90, angle E of F equal to 90, because diagonals of a square bisect each other at right angles. Okay, so E of F equal to 90 degree. Clear? Now RQ parallel to DB, RQ parallel to DB. So RE parallel to RE parallel to FO. Clear? Also SR parallel to AC. SR parallel to AC. Okay, so we can write FR parallel to OE also. Okay, so RE parallel to FO and FR parallel to OE, and this angle is 90 degree. That means the quadrilateral OERF, the quadrilateral OERF is a parallelogram. Clear? Because opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel of this quadrilateral, so we can say this is a parallelogram. Okay, if this is a parallelogram, then opposite sides are equal. So if this is 90 degree, then angle ERF will also 90 degree. Clear? Now the quadrilateral PQRS, in quadrilateral PQRS, all sides are equal and one angle is 90 degree. That means this is a square. Clear? So today's homework is exercise 9. If you have any doubts, you can ask me through my number. My number is 9439882525. Thank you, students. Have a great day.